A new audience joining us as the 49ers have their first play from scrimmage. And hand it to Hurst. Big hole over the right side, and Garrison Hurst picks up 9. Look at the defense for Oakland. Up front, Tony Bryant, John Perella, Sam Adams, who is back, and DeLawrence Grant, who has 2 sacks this season. The linebackers, the rookie in the middle, Napoleon Harris, they have heaped a lot on the young man from Northwestern. And the secondary, Woodson is back after missing 5 games with a fractured right shoulder, and he comes back just in time to cover Terrell Owens. 2nd down and 1. That's Hurst. Garrison picks his way for a 49er first down.
And right off the bat, we're seeing the 49ers going with their running game. This Raiders defense has been struggling lately against the run the last 3 weeks. 3 of the top running backs in the NFL, Marshall Faulk, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Priest Holmes, have gouged this defense pretty good. And the 49ers more than happy to come out, be conservative early.
Troy, what's changed with Jeff Garcia? He got off to a terrible start. Now he's red hot.
Well, they've been able to run the ball successfully, Joe, and as a result, it's allowed single coverage on the outside. He's been able to capitalize on those matchups.
First down for San Francisco. Garcia steps up and overshoots Ty Streets.
They've got a great matchup in this ball game between Charles Woodson and Terrell Owens, 2 of the best in the business. And this is the one thing the Raiders have been missing on the defensive side, that shutdown corner, the Deion Sanders, if you will. Because once you get a cornerback that can take away the other team's best receiver, now you rotate, now you help against the run. Much better chance now for the Raiders on defense.
2nd down and 10. Shotgun for the 49ers, which they've used a lot of the last couple of weeks. And Garcia just got rid of it. Eric Barton with big pressure on the 49er quarterback.
And shotgun has become one of the formation sets that Jeff Garcia really likes. Their center, Jeremy Newberry, had a broken right hand early in the season, and so he was unable to snap with his right hand, had to snap with his left. As a result, the shotgun formation was no longer a part of this offense, and it allows Jeff Garcia to see the rush. He's able to move around a little bit better. That time they had a screen. Raiders bring the blitz, had nowhere to go with the football.
You see what the 49ers have done this season on 3rd down, 52%. It's 3rd and 10. Garcia throws and completes. Owens a first down. He ended up on Terrence Shaw, and Terrell Owens picks up a 49er first down, a completion of 16 yards.
I don't know why you end up with Terrence Shaw on Terrell Owens here. You get a big 3rd down situation, and obviously they like to leave Woodson out there on the outside, but Terrence Shaw against Terrell Owens, that's going to be a mismatch. If they're going to play it like that today, Terrell Owens is going to have a huge day.
Yeah, I don't know they're going to shadow Woodson with Terrell Owens all day. Certainly did not there. When Owens gets in the slot, it creates some problems for this Raider defense in their man-to-man matchup.
From their own 45, a handoff to Hurst. He got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll give him half a yard. 2nd down.
Well, the good news watching Charles Woodson, it looks like he's okay. He's out there banging around a little bit with Terrell Owens on the outside, of course, coming off the broken shoulder. And just such an integral part of this defense, no question about it. The best player they've got on the defensive side, and when he was out of the game, it was a completely different style of defense, not the typical Raider bump and run in your face style of defense.
Those Pro Bowl selections in his first 4 years. 2nd down and long for Garcia. A sprint, a throw, and an incompletion. Terrell Owens the closest to it, 3rd and 10.
You know, talking about Jeff Garcia when he gets outside the pocket, last week alone he was 5 of 6 for 113 yards, 3 touchdowns against Arizona. And what they like to do is they like to get him outside the pocket, much like what they did right there. It looked like he might have had a shot with Terrell Owens working against Woodson.
4 touchdown throws last week against Arizona. The first place 49ers, 3rd and 10. And a handoff to Hurst. Nothing. The ball comes out. Picked up by Oakland. And the Raiders have it. Charles Woodson, his first game back, comes up with a fumble recovery. Big John Perella was the one who forced the fumble.
John Perella is a huge man. I read an article this week on Perella on how he sort of knocked the ball out of there. It actually looked like Tony Bryant was the guy that came along from the backside and got that football out of there. But this was the way the Raiders on defense played early in the season. They scored points. They created turnovers. They created opportunities for their offense, shorten the field, and it's something that the Raiders have desperately needed because we've seen them on the offensive side not able to convert.
San Francisco is challenging the play that was ruled a fumble.
That's Jerry Austin, our referee, so they'll take a look at it. It was Tony Bryant who was the one that was up the back of Garrison Hurst. The ball came out, and we'll get another look.
It's hard to tell right there exactly. It looked like the ball was coming out prior to the knee touching down on the ground.
Yeah, I thought so too. It looks like a fumble.
I agree.
Interesting to note, however, Steve Mariucci has not lost a challenge all season long.
He's getting ready to.
Well, the 49ers really have made up for deficiencies on both sides of the ball during the course of the season with the giveaway takeaway. This is something that the 49ers don't do a lot of. In fact, they've started 5 games where they've received a turnover on the opponent's first possession of the game, and now the roles reversed as Hurst put it on the floor.
And I really don't want to wear out the point, but the difference in this defense with Woodson in there, you can see already a guy like Derek Gibson, their strong safety, closer to the line of scrimmage, the corners playing tighter. It just looks like the Raiders defense in a way that it hasn't since Charles Woodson went out of the lineup.
Every angle we've seen, the ball is coming out before the knee hits down Garrison Hurst. Jerry Austin doesn't waste a lot of time under the hood.
You know, anytime you're playing in a game like this, a big game, field position is such a critical part of the ball game and the outcome of the score. It's interesting to note that with the Oakland Raiders,
After reviewing the play, prior to anything touching the ground, the ball comes loose. Therefore, it's a fumble. Following the field stand, San Francisco is charged their first time out.
so now the Oakland Raiders get the ball on the 32-yard line. In the last 3 games, their opening drives have ended at the 26, the 9, and the 3-yard line. And of those 3 drives, they've come away with 0 points. So this is an area of the field where they've had some problems in recent weeks, and you could point at it and say this is the biggest reason why they've lost the last 3 games, their inability to come away with points, whether it be touchdowns or field goals when they get down in this area.
It's first down for Oakland at the 49er 32, and they stay on the ground, and they stay with Garner, and Garner's got a first down, but a penalty flag on the play, and it's a hold. This is coming back.
And Troy, there's another one of those mistakes you just referred to.
Number 28 of the offense, 10 yards, repeat first down.
But I really do believe, Jordan, with the hold there, that this has been the major failing of the Raiders on the offensive side, not getting the football to Charlie Garner enough. They have gone completely imbalanced here lately, throwing the football, empty backfields. This guy, to me, is one of the more dynamic backs in the backfield anywhere in the National Football League. You see him explode early, but we've already seen early in this ball game now a willingness to run the football that we haven't seen the last couple of games.
The ball now back at the 42. First and 20. Over the middle, caught. Near the original line of scrimmage, a gain of 8. Jerry Porter made the catch.
And Jerry Porter, he's really come on this season. His 3rd-year player. He's got 28 receptions. That makes his 29th reception on the year. And he was a little bit in John Gruden's doghouse the first couple of seasons. And in talking with some teammates over the last couple of days, they said that Jerry Porter has finally matured into a pro. He now understands what it takes to practice and the level he has to play at to be successful.
Able to hang on after that hit from Julian Peterson. Second down and 12. Another throw and catch. It's Garner, and he's brought down at the 29, a gain of 5.
anytime you play against this Raiders offense, you simply have to cover the area right over the ball. It is without question Rich Gannon's favorite place to work. When you went against the San Diego Chargers, and Marty Schottenheimer has played them so much, they actually played a 3-1-3 defense where they would leave somebody right over the ball to take away all those little dump-offs to Charlie Garner and the wide receivers.
3rd down and 7. 49ers show blitz and come. Gannon throws. It is caught. Penalty flag on the play. It's pass interference 49ers, and this will set up a 1st and goal inside the 5.
Pass interference, 36 defense, automatic 1st down.
Well, coming into this game, the Niners wanted to try to match up man-to-man. Jason Webster, who has had some breakdowns over the past few weeks, teams have picked on him. They're going after him right here with Jerry Rice. The ball is underthrown. Jerry Rice does a great job of coming back and trying to get the ball. Not a lot that Jason Webster could do there because he never turned around and located the ball flight.
1st and goal. Zach Crockett in the backfield for Oakland. Trying to strike first. Crockett. Down near the 1. 2nd and goal.
You know, it's interesting that Jerry Rice had so much to do with training Jason Webster and Ahmad Plummer, the cornerbacks for the San Francisco 49ers. After every route that he ran, when he beat these 2 young rookie cornerbacks, he would come back and say, now listen, on that play that you're going to see the receiver try and pull you by, and that time Jerry Rice gave one more lesson to Jason Webster.
I got it. 2nd down and goal. Gannon keeps it. Gannon throws it. Incomplete. And his tight end, Doug Jolly, fell down on his way toward the corner of the end zone.
Well, Doug Jolly, their tight end, the rookie from BYU, he has no chance of getting off. They ran this play last week against Kansas City. It came open pretty good. And Derek Smith, you see right here, he jams him up. There's 3 defenders back there, just nowhere for Rich to get rid of that ball to.
The Raiders will spend a timeout and talk about a 3rd and goal.
Fox NFL Sundays brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 37.
Can't believe you walked down there and talked to those guys before the game, Chris.
Well, you know, when Howie Long comes back for a game, he has to have a disguise, and so this is some of the things that he likes to do to sneak into stadiums so he doesn't have to sign a lot of autographs.
Collinsworth down there kissing up to the fans in the black hole. Unbelievable.
He kept his distance, though.
They love me.
3rd down and goal. That's Porter. Wow! A catch, a penalty flag, and a touchdown. It's against San Francisco.
33 defense, penalty is declined, touchdown.
What a catch by Jerry Porter.
Jerry Porter, who just never made it out of John Gruden's doghouse. And I asked him before the ball game, I said, what happened between you and John Gruden? You're playing so well. That is 5th touchdown. Why didn't you get in the game more often? And he called him a name that I'm not going to repeat on national television.
Janikowski adds the extra point. Gannon throws his 16th touchdown of the season. Porter gets his 5th, and the Raiders strike first. Beautiful day on the water, not much wind. Nice and calm out there, anything but in here. And Jerry Porter into the end zone, a 1-yard touchdown throw from Gannon. This is Williams. Jimmy Williams breaks 1 tackle and gets to the 25. John Ritchie made the stop. With Jerry Rice on the other side of the field, it's Jerry Porter. Up and over. Tony Parrish for the score. Tim Brown will watch his Oakland Raider defense try to figure out the 49er offense. A fumble by Garrison Hurst leads to 7 points. Hurst on the sideline with Kevin Barlow in the backfield.
And here's Justin Swift, tight end out wide.
Garcia steps up and throws. That's Owens. What a catch. Terrell Owens with a fantastic catch working on Woodson. A 42-yard completion from Jeff Garcia.
It just doesn't matter how talented you are. You get a guy with a body as big as Terrell Owens. It ends up really just being like boxing out in basketball. You just get your body in position.
And you see the protection right here. Eric Heitman knocking out Romanowski to give Jeff Garcia a chance to step up in the pocket and deliver that throw.
Inside the Raider 35. This is Barlow. Can find nowhere to run. Forced to the sideline by Romanowski. And we go, let's see, down to Los Angeles and James Brown.
Hey, Joe, Steve Spurrier showed confidence in Shane Matthews, and he delivers here. Post route to Darnarian McCancy, 11-yard strike, Skins on top, 7-0. Then Mark Bolger for St. Louis. Take a look at this pretty play here. Hooking up with Ricky Prohl, who hauls in his second touchdown pass of the season. The Rams on top, 7-0 there. Back to Joe Brock.
Thank you, JB. Second down and 14 after Barlow lost 4 on first down. Garcia keeps it, throws it, and completes it to Streets. Catch is made, looks to be just shy of a first down, a 13-yard completion. 3rd and 1 coming up.
You take a look there at Ty Streets, and he's replaced J.J. Stokes. After J.J. went down, he's played the last several weeks and has really done a heck of a job filling in for him, and maybe even a little bit more talented than what J.J. Stokes is. And it's not coincidental, I don't believe, that the offense has picked up since the emergence of Ty Streets and what he's been able to do in this offense over the last 3 games.
Handoff up the middle, and a first down for the 49ers as the fullback Fred Beasley took it. A gain of 2 and a fresh set of downs for San Francisco.
And that play, once again, made by the fact that Jeff Garcia was able to complete the big pass on second down. And the Raiders defensively, their main focus today is to try and contain Jeff Garcia. They're just so concerned about his ability to step up and through and make moves and work it down the field. He says, it's a little tough guy, and we have to go out there and smack him around a little bit.
First down, San Francisco. Garcia gonna run. Gets to the 20 and is thrown backward by Perella. A gain of 2.
So you talk about it, Chris, and DeLawrence Grant right up here. He's going to come, and he's going to come off his block on Scott Gregg right there, which applies a little bit of pressure on Jeff Garcia. And then John Perella coming off of his block as well to be there to make the stop.
That was 6'3", 300, throwing down 6'1", 195.
Yeah, and John Perella is the strongest guy on this Oakland Raiders football team.
Second down and 8. Blitz. Handoff. Barlow. A gain of 3.
Yeah, you talked about John Perella and how strong that guy is. He actually works out with barbells that are 225 pounds each. Barbells. That's like...
Dumbbells or barbells?
I don't know. I'm not a weightlifter. What do I know about it? That's like taking handles on 2 Volkswagens and doing curls with the things. The guy is just, he's monstrous.
You didn't work out with Bill Romanowski while you were in town?
For hours.
Garrison Hurst now in the backfield alongside Garcia. 3rd down and 5. Garcia in trouble. Throws. It's incomplete. A penalty flag. Back in the defensive backfield. Tony Bryant had pressure on Jeff Garcia. Woodson is down and injured.
Yeah, we wondered how long it would be.
On defense, 5 yards, and it's going to be just short of the first down.
You see Charles Woodson down. He's his first game back after injuring his shoulder, and that may be giving him some problems. We weren't real sure going up against a physical receiver like Terrell Owens how long that shoulder would be able to hold up.
coming up short on the interception try. It was a penalty on the Raiders for 12 men on defense. And you can see Woodson come down on that right shoulder that was fractured in Pittsburgh week 2. So they'll help Woodson get off the field. And the 49ers keep the ball down by 7. Nobody at the moment looking at Charles Woodson. You'd have to guess that he is available to come back in after this play. Initially, Jerry Austin said that it wasn't enough. The 5-yard penalty wasn't enough for a first down. Then he reversed himself. It is a first down for San Francisco. And the toss to Barlow, running left. Kevin Barlow down inside the 5. Brought down at the 2 by Romanowski.
I tell you, this group up front, this offensive line, and also Fred Beasley, the fullback, number 40, he's going to be leading the way. The job that he does, he gets out in front, and you can tell the confidence that Garrison Hurst and Kevin Barlow have when they're able to get the ball and run behind a guy like Fred Beasley. He's as good as there is in this league at the fullback position, and it's a dying breed across the NFL, but he does a great job.
Barlow got 10. It's first and goal. Play clock expires, and that's going to cost the 49ers 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense, 5 yards. Still first down.
Well, it is one of those clocks here in this stadium that's up a little bit higher. In some stadiums, you've got it directly in front of the quarterback's eyes. Here, when you get down around the goal line, your eyes don't naturally move up to where that 25-second clock is.
So first and goal from the 7. Little play action. Garcia rolling, and he throws it to an empty spot. DeLawrence Grant with pressure on Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, and it's a good job of DeLawrence Grant working upfield, knowing what his assignment is, and that is to contain. And Chris talked about it earlier. They want to try to keep Jeff Garcia in the pocket. In talking with the 49er coaches yesterday, they wanted to try to do some play action that allowed Garcia to get out on the edge. That time it didn't fool DeLawrence Grant.
Second and goal. Just got that play away. Garrison Hurst down to the 1, a gain of 5. Third and goal coming up.
One of the interesting discussions about this Raiders defense this year has been the play of Napoleon Harris, the middle linebacker, number 58. He's a rookie, came in as the number 1 pick this year, was an outside linebacker, a defensive end, and they moved him to the middle and cut Greg Beaker. And a lot of people think that maybe that's part of the reason they've been struggling so against the run. I think the 49ers come right back and run it again here.
Woodson back in the lineup for Oakland. It's third and goal. Garcia scrambles, throws, incomplete. And a hold by the Oakland defense. Justin Swift, the tight end, the intended receiver.
Well, Jeff Garcia, you saw the frustration on his face when he came sprinting out to the left side. The only place he really had to throw the football was to the tight end, Justin Swift, who's starting today in front of Eric Johnson. And right here, Garcia was waiting for Swift to do something to give him a lane, and he just couldn't provide him with one.
So a 20-yard field goal try by Cortez. Cortez has now hit 13 straight. The 49ers on the board, down by 4 late in the first quarter. Missed opportunity for the 49ers, who still may be in a battle for the NFC West with St. Louis as well as Arizona. The Rams leading 7-0 in the desert. Right now a 3-game lead in the division for the 49ers over the Rams, 1 over the Cardinals, as Ronald Curry loses the football. And it's fallen on by San Francisco. The Raiders just added Ronald Curry to the active roster. The former quarterback and basketball player at the University of North Carolina is now returning kicks. And a big turnover deep in Oakland territory on this kickoff.
Well, special teams has really been the thing that's been hurting this football team for the past couple of weeks. And Ronald Curry is a former quarterback, certainly not accustomed to taking a lot of hits, but there's no excuse for that. You have got to be able to protect the ball when you're taking the ball down the field on a kickoff return, and just a poor job there of protecting the football.
Brandon Moore made the hit, forced the ball out. Jason Moore came away with it. And down by 4, the 49ers have it. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And hand to Garrison Hurst. Back to the line of scrimmage. And let's go down to Los Angeles and check in again with James Brown on a game break.
Hey, Joe, it was a big day for New England. Tom Brady and company. Take a look at Brady here, hooking up with Antoine Smith. He takes this one in, a 14-yard strike. And, folks, New England snaps a 4-game skid, losing minute at 38-7 over Buffalo. Back to Joe Buck.
Thank you, James Brown. 2nd down and 10 here for San Francisco. Down 7-3. Under a minute and a half to play in the 1st quarter. Garcia over the middle, streaks. Short gain on 2nd down. Eric Barton with a tackle. Let's go down to Pam Oliver.
Okay, thanks a lot, Joe. I talked to Charles Woodson before the game about contact with that injured shoulder. He says he wasn't sure how well he'd handle the contact. I can tell you Woodson's shoulder wasn't the problem when he was slow to get up a little while ago. He just had the wind knocked out of him, and as you noted, he is back on the field. Back to you.
All right, Pam. It's 3rd down and 5 for San Francisco. Final minute of play in the 1st quarter. Garcia throws, caught. Cedric Wilson. A touchdown for San Francisco. First touchdown catch of the year for Wilson. And for Garcia, his 11th throw.
Anytime you have a superstar player in your team like Terrell Owens, you end up getting so much attention, so much around him, that it leaves a guy like Cedric Wilson one-on-one on the outside and able to work. Great job by Jeff Garcia, not trying to force it in to Terrell Owens, finding the open guy.
Cortez adds the extra points. And in a blink, the 49ers are now up by 3. Curry with a fumble for the Raiders. And the 49ers go right down the field and into the end zone. Cedric Wilson alongside Terrell Owens. Owens gets the attention. Wilson gets the touchdown. An 11-yard throw from Jeff Garcia. And the 49ers are up by 3.
Yeah, and that was a heck of a throw by Jeff Garcia. He got all 195 pounds of him into that one and just delivered a strike.
Curry back again to return the kick. From about the 2, Curry dragged down from behind. James Jordan, one of the backup wide receivers for the 49ers, with a tackle, a penalty flag on the play. Jerry Austin and this referee and this officiating crew just picked up the flag, so wipe away the penalty. Nothing called, and it's going to be Raiders ball, 1st and 10 from their own 26.
Get the feeling there might be a few points scored out here this afternoon.
It had the makings of that type game coming in. 17 total points so far. 29 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Handoff is to Garner. Minimal normal gain over the right side. He got only 2.
Well, you look at what the Raiders have tried to do here in this first quarter, and they want to try to run the football and get more carries with Charlie Garner along with Tyrone Wheatley when he comes into the ball game. But so far, they've not had the success running the football the way that they had in previous games, at least yards per carry. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get back to some of that 3 and 4 wide receiver sets and start throwing the ball around a little bit.
It seemed like a good idea coming in. That may change. Gannon and company may go back to the air. The end of the first quarter, 10-7 49ers. The NFL on Fox will continue after these messages. Steve Mariucci talking with a couple of his wide receivers. The 49ers lead by 3. Start of the second quarter. 2nd down and 8 for Oakland. And they keep it on the ground. And they give it to Garner again. He got 1.5 yards. We'll give him 2. 3rd and long coming up. Next week, Fox NFL Sunday begins with America's #1 pregame show. JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy get you ready for kickoff. Then Mike Vick and the Falcons look to soar over Plaxico Burress and the red-hot Steelers. Stephen Davis and the Redskins look to run past Mark Brunell and the Jaguars. Our other regional action, we will be in Green Bay for the Lions and the Packers in a matchup of Harrington and Favre, who, by the way, is now listed as probable for tomorrow night's Monday night game against Miami. 3rd down for the Raiders. Gannon steps up, throws, and hits his tight end, Roland Williams, who has a Raider first down. Jason Webster with a stop for San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm talking with Jim Mora Jr. about all the problems that his defense has been having on the 3rd down plays, just trying to get off the field now. 16 of 20 coming into this ball game. They couldn't stop opponents on 3rd down. And he said, you know, it's almost a mental thing now. You see our guys out there and they give up 1 3rd down completion, their heads get down and they think they're a failure. You know, these are professional football players. They're going to make some first downs out there.
Both Rice and Brown are out of the lineup for the Raiders. High formation behind Gannon, and he hands off to Garner. Charlie Garner getting only 2. You're looking at an Oakland offense that is #1 in the NFL coming into today's game as Brown and Rice come back in. Gannon has been at a record pace so far this season, looking for his 7th consecutive 300-yard day through the air. He throws for 14 yards in the first quarter, and they're still running the football here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, and remember, this is a quarterback who has averaged 48 passing attempts in the last 3 games.
Averaging 431 yards per game. And they stay on the ground. A little bobble from Garner. Turns on his feet and has a first down inside 49er territory. Garner's been talking a lot about wanting to get the ball more and disagreeing with a coaching staff that feels they have to protect Charlie, who's not a big back.
Great job right there by Jerry Porter and by Jerry Rice. That really makes the play. The crackback by Jerry Porter already has a touchdown. He likes getting in there. He was talking about it. He was sizing up Andre Carter before the game. So I can take that guy. I can handle that guy.
Now it's Tyrone Wheatley as the tailback on first down. And Wheatley gets the ball. Lowers his shoulder, gets to the 45. That's it, a gain of 2. This is a late game. We look at 3 struggling quarterbacks that have already played their games today. Tom Brady, you know this was as important for Brady as it was for Bledsoe today. 4 touchdowns, no picks. Kitna with Collinsworth's Bengals.
How about that? We have fireworks all over Cincinnati. They're going berserk. Dick LeBeau's guarantee worked for their first win of the season.
LSU Field guarantee next week.
Well, you don't want to
tell me they got
to push it too much.
You know, you have really changed in the 3 weeks I haven't been around here, Chris. 2nd down and 8. That's Garner. What a move. Spin move and a whiff. Derek Smith came up with nothing but air as Garner got 6. And let's go down to James Brown for a game break.
Hey, Joe, I know Chris Collinsworth secretly went to work with the wide receivers for Washington. It paid dividends. Take a look. Shane Matthews hooking up a little screen there to Ron Gardner. He takes it 19 yards to pay dirt, and it's Washington on top by 11. That in the second. Back to Joe, Troy, Chris, and Pam.
I know, JB, there are a lot of us here in Oakland to cover this game. 3rd and 3. Randy Jordan in the backfield now, along with Gannon. Wide open is Rice. And a first down catch for the Raiders. 249 consecutive games with a catch for the longtime 49er.
Well, and he's going to catch a lot more if they keep putting Jason Webster on him in man-to-man coverage, and this is just a mismatch as best as you can describe it. And I understand that the 49ers are a little reluctant to get into some zone coverages because they've had problems covering those zones, but if they want to get up in man-to-man coverage, every time they have so far today, they've been the beat.
They have in zone too, though.
First down and 10. That's Jordan. Wow. He was walloped as Peterson gets up and celebrates. Just back to the line of scrimmage for Randy Jordan.
Yeah, and Randy Jordan, he's another one who's been banged up and hasn't been able to play. And we talked about Tyrone Wheatley coming back, and that's the reason that these coaches for the Oakland Raiders have said that Charlie Garner, or that they've not run the ball more. They don't feel that Charlie Garner is the type of back because of his size that he can take the physical pounding and be a 25-carry running back.
Empty backfield behind Gannon. Play clock down to 4. Second down and 10. A completion to Ritchie, the fullback. He takes himself out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5.
Well, Troy, I think they're listening to you. They're back to the zone defense now. And one of the great things this Raiders offense does is they will pick a side, flood a zone, and so that they'll just read off of one guy. That time out.